Hi, I hope you're having a great day and that you are telling those around you how much you love them and how much they mean to you. And I hope they're responding in the same manner and giving you great big hugs and a nice kiss. Well, anyway, I just thought this was interesting. We have all heard about the many thousands of people traveling by floaty boats, rafts to Italy, and then traveling up to France and England and going to Spain, crossing that Mediterranean. Treacherous ride, but they're having so many conflicts in their home countries that many have decided that taking that trip out of Africa and into the European continent looking for a better life is well worth it. Well, France, Italy are saying they really can't absorb so many people. It is changing their culture and they need to figure out what to do. The people are coming in faster than they can process them for clearance to make sure they're healthy, to make sure they've been identified and where they've come from and whether or not they're desirables in the country. So what they're planning to do in England, it's been proposed that they're going to float a barge in the ocean, and it's going to be, I believe, a bit southerly, and they're going to put the people as they come into England on the barge. So I'm calling this blacks on a barge theory. And they're going to put the people on the barge, and that's where they'll stay until they are processed, cleared, and either decided whether they're going to be allowed into England or be sent back to Africa. So I don't know if they thought this through. A barge to me is those big container ships that they use, we see on the news, that are filled with hundreds of containers from around the world. And I'm not exactly sure what a barge is, but I don't think that it's going to be manageable. Putting a bunch of people who really have never lived on a barge and put them on a barge means you're going to have a lot of problems with people interacting. There's going to be a lot of filth. People take a lot of care. Any type of human that you take care of, be it a baby to a regular person to a senior, takes a lot of care. They have a lot of body fluids, and so you have to have places for all that stuff to go. Everything has to be sanitary. The products have to be contained and then disposed of. Things have to be washed down to make sure there's not the spread of all kinds of diseases and viruses. There's going to have to be medical care. People are going to come who either are already sick or will get sick by living on the barge. There's going to have to be care as far as storms, other, all sorts of bad weather. It's just not possible. How are you going to do the food? How are you going to get food on and off the barge and make sure people aren't just throwing a bunch of junk into the ocean overboard? I predict they'll probably even get a lot of rats on the barge because there will be so much debris that the rats will eventually find this floating food fest for the rodents and you will get rats and all kinds of other things on the barge. I just picture this as looking not quite as bad, but similar to a slave ship. So, what do you think? Blacks on a barge to solve the massive immigration into Europe? Is that really going to work for England? France hasn't said anything as to what they're going to do about their problem. I believe they were also using the fly them back to Africa technique, and I don't know how that's working for them. But the blacks on a barge, I think, is going to be a problem. So let me know what you think. Is that a good way to handle the immigration problem? Bye.